NTSU Elections 2017 on Fly FM.
Oh, it's very, very difficult, and it's something we all need a lot of thinking about, and it's something that people have tried before in the past. It's not necessarily worked. People have tried to do open events for societies to try and get people involved in it, but we just have to think about it really hard. We've got such a dedicated team, such dedicated societies. We can make it work. Straight hard work and knowing what the committees are capable of, because I've worked with so many of them already. Every SOC assembly. Big ideas are still a thing within the union, always have been a thing within the union as far as I'm aware. They don't run in SOC assemblies as much anymore, they're just not talked about, they're not encouraged. I want to bring them back to SOC assemblies so committees can think, can see that they're having a tangible effect on the entire union rather than just societies. I'm thinking about it an awful lot, and I'm thinking about it because it's such a difficult thing. There are so many great charities out there. I've talked about this at one of the Q&As, and it's so difficult to decide what you want to do with it all. But I think that every candidate has shown a propensity for getting out there, talking to people and engaging with people. And I think if we can bring that to get people into the RAG events, some of which have been set up this year and absolutely excellent, that'll really work in our favour. You've got to make sure they know their rights. All societies must know what they're allowed to do, what they can't do, how they get in touch with people who can support them. And we've got such a great network behind societies, including the committee members themselves and members of the society. You've got to make sure that they all know that.
I thought that the current VP activities efforts for RAG Week were amazing, and I would like to continue those throughout the year rather than just having them in 1 week. SU does have a website that details the societies, but I find that it's not very accessible or ergonomic, whereas the sports societies, the sports clubs have a very different type website, so I'd like to rebrand it more like that rather than the one that we've currently got. No, definitely not. I know when I wrote it in my manifesto, when I was thinking about it, I know it's going to be a challenge, but I'm up for the challenge. And as VP activities, I do oversee societies, and it's such a massive part of my role, therefore I'm willing to spend a massive amount of time on meeting with the committee members. Objectively, I can't say that I'm any better than the other candidates, but subjectively, I know that I will try my best, and that's all I can say. The only society I can talk about is my own society, that's the Psychology Society. The usual process of a society handing over to a committee is that the two committee teams, the one from previous year, one from this year, work together, make a handover pack. That didn't happen with me last year because the committee was non-existent, didn't really pay any attention. So the whole year I've had to redevelop the society, and so the Psychology Society could do with help, and if that happens again, I know how to help you.
Ultimately, the most important thing to make sure students aren't just skipping through it is to have some sort of kind of multiple choice quiz, if you will, at the end to make sure the core values of the training are picked up and understood. So that would all be included, and initially the idea would be to send it out to hard to reach students, exceptional circumstances. You know, we still want to have people coming in and talking to us and having training, but hopefully at some point we can make it big enough to have it available to everybody. I think all of our societies are great. You know, I couldn't name one society that I dislike. So, you know, I think there's a lot of things that we can improve within societies in general, but a specific one I can't say. Exactly. So at the start, we have the total amount of funding that is available for all societies. And the error this year that I think has been happened before is that all the funding is given out at the beginning. You know, everyone bids what they think they're going to be doing in May. You know, £2,000 for this, £4,000 for that, but they aren't even sure if the event is feasible, if the data is available, and if it's actually going to cost that much. So the money goes like this. If we do termly funding, so societies are bidding for what they're going to use in term one, plan their events, you know, a lot closer to the time and know how much stuff costs, the pot will be available in second term and third term for those new societies to access. So the RAC committee is something that we've I think tried in the past not had much interest, but this year, after kind of the revamp of RAG we had, the massive student engagement with RAG, we've had some unofficial people help out with the events, with the running, with the raffles, with the ideas of the events. So there are already unofficial people who are a part of it, but I think moving forward, having an elected one, or one that we can kind of not select, is how people submit their applications, and then have myself and maybe the activity staff select people based on experience and skills and ideas.
I just thought that obviously I've done so much in sport. My career that I want to go into is coaching, so it's in sport, and I just thought my qualities that I can bring into societies, and I was a student that I missed out on the chance of joining a society, and I don't want any other student coming to NTU having that regret of not joining a society. Well, this is the main problem at the moment. So I do education studies and sport education. Now, there's so many opportunities, but there's not one opportunity that I want to go and do. So it's listening to what students want, because you might get somebody from business management, arts, anybody from a society that wants to go and work in a prison or work somewhere else, and it's given them that opportunity. Yeah, I think it's just talking to the societies and knowing what events they want, knowing within their society, and different kind of events across all 3 campuses as well, and the societies cross up, because BRAC just gets left behind, as we've heard in the Hustings, and it's just improving what they're already doing well, but can we take it to the next level? RAG Week's amazing. I took part in TWR, so Trent Women's Rugby Sleep Out. I just thought it was a good charity that they were raising for. It's close to heart. And I just think there's mention it in my Hustings, that the demographic of students just needs to be reached a lot more. And they can all have different ideas. Each society, especially you look at our societies, I'm sure they've all got great minds, and that they've all got great ideas to do something different for RAG. And there's over 120, so we can raise money for them.
Okay.
Again, it's talking to their committee members, but not just their committee members. I feel like their society as a whole, and making sure that what we can offer as VP activities, or I can offer as a VP activities, is what they want and what they need.
What do you think makes you better than the other candidates for this position?
Look, they're all great candidates going for the role, and I just feel that my qualities, coming from a sporting background, not being part of a society, but really wanting students to be part of society.
And finally, could you name one society that you could specifically help to improve with your plans, and how would your plans help them?
I feel like, again, all the societies are great. I don't want to kind of brush around the question, but I feel there isn't one that just needs improving. I feel like they all need improving, and the publicity of getting members into them societies. So every society has a good group of students in there, and they just build from within themselves.
The NTSU Elections on Fly FM.